Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We'll have a look at Maruyama's performance at the Paris Grand Slam. We will have a look at all of his fights, pretty exciting, some great stuff. I do want to talk about this first contest against Basile, former Olympic champion at this weight class, and also the one against KHYAR, the Frenchman. They ended up meeting in the quarterfinal, and I got some criticism for the Frenchman. So anyway, let's get into it, and this matchup here with this was great. I'm so glad we got to see this before Maruyama retires. Not sure exactly when he is going to retire. I think we'll probably see him a few more times, but I mean, this was great. So Maruyama going forward a lot, and you can see Basile just really frightened of the Uchimata, constantly kind of, going backwards. I mean, this was just pretty much running away from the situation, that Tomoe-nage attempt there. But Maruyama definitely dominated the grips. I mean, the pressure was just... It was on display. It almost looked like he had outclassed Fabio, but I definitely don't want to say that because Fabio, I mean, how can he not be up there with these guys? Olympic champion in his own right. But Maruyama, I think he just showed next level of class. Here's that Uchimata, hard to do. Left versus left. When you're fighting someone on the same side, it's very hard to do a really good, clean Uchimata, especially when someone's kind of running away from it like Fabio was. So Maruyama gets the Wazari and then just continues looking for that Uchimata, putting on the forward pressure. There's that Tomoe-nage that he loves to go to, well defended by Basile. But then here just, I mean, the pressure was too much. Basile tried for a Seoi-nage. Maruyama squashed it beautifully and then set up a nice Jujigatame. This next round against KHYAR, I mean, the commentary, it was really weird. They were kind of saying he was putting a lot of pressure on Maruyama. But KHYAR, he was going for this big cross grip a lot. And if you're going to initiate that cross grip, you have to do something with it. You can't just have your hand over here. And Maruyama was very aware of that and just kind of took his time, waited, defended well, and then found his opportunity in the golden score. Nice bit of Ashiwaza. I thought that was just a really easy contest for him. Wasn't too worried, just had to be a bit patient. Now this one here, the quarterfinal against KHYAR, I mean, you can see KHYAR just kind of running after Maruyama, and I guess his game plan was, let's put a lot of pressure on him. Now, my criticism of KHYAR here is Maruyama is trying to do judo. He is the judoka on the tatami, trying to throw his opponent, trying to grip up and just do judo. But KHYAR, he's aware of the tatami, trying to push Maruyama out, trying to win by shidos, and I mean, this was very obvious from the beginning of the contest. Now, Maruyama, he was getting, shidos for dropping, and KHYAR, he was getting shidos for not attacking because, I mean, most of the time he was just kind of pushing Maruyama around. Now, this happened kind of halfway into the contest. There was a bit of a head clash, and KHYAR, he's kind of aware of it, but Maruyama isn't, and Maruyama just keeps going. And they do bandage both guys up, little touch of the hands. And this is where I thought it got interesting. So, KHYAR, obviously a bear hug there. And here Maruyama does drop. These attacks, definitely false attacks. But just remember, before they kind of had this injury time, Maruyama put in 2 Uchimatas and a Tomoe-nage attempt. So you got to give him some leeway. And here, I mean, Maruyama putting in a Kochi, putting in a Tomoe-nage, and KHYAR, he's playing the game. He's trying to push Maruyama out, and now there is a big difference in judo between pushing someone out and stepping out yourself. And so, in that instance, I mean, Maruyama, he's looking to do his judo all the time, looking to grip, looking for the Ashiwaza, looking to start his Uchimata, and KHYAR is just looking for the edge of the mat. This here, though, this was the good attack from KHYAR. That was very well done. But after this, I mean, he's complaining to the ref, and he's just continuing to do what he's doing. You see the bear hug here, and this is a push out for sure. 100% that is a push out. Obviously, if the tatami wasn't there, I mean, Maruyama just would have continued the attack. So you can see Maruyama walking forward, looking to grip, and KHYAR, he's trying to play the sport. And so I just thought, this is awesome by Maruyama. Just staying cool, staying calm, trying to do his judo, and then here he makes a strategy change, goes for double lapels. and this is where it all started to go wrong for KHYAR. I think he gassed himself out. All that running, all that complaining, trying to win on sports, trying to, you know, be a player of the game and not a judoka. And Maruyama, he just started on the offensive. Look at this. How many attacks have you seen from KHYAR? I think I saw 2 this entire contest. 1 in golden score and 1 before it. And Maruyama, I mean, I've seen like 3 tomoe-nages, I've seen 6 or 7 uchimata attempts. And then, of course, we're getting into it now. The big uchimata at the end of this. Look at Maruyama, just walking his opposition down. And here, when KHYAR is forced to grip up, look what happens. As soon as he started to do judo and not play the game, I mean, Maruyama had him. So KHYAR, I mean, he's a big, strong guy, and I think he should use that to his best abilities, and that's not pushing people out. That's not kind of getting behind people and making a show of it. Let's see some techniques. Let's see some big techniques. Imagine if he threw Maruyama. That would have been amazing. So KHYAR, I think in this moment, puts his head down on the mat. I think he realized he screwed up. So the next contest, Yadov, he got really close to throwing Maruyama here. What do you guys think? Should he get a wazari for this? And I was kind of surprised to see an ippon zyoi from Maruyama. Ooh. I might have given it a wazari. I was kind of surprised they didn't give it any score. And this last technique kind of reminded me of Abe vs Maruyama actually at the Kodokan. Abe got a similar technique against Maruyama. Stuck with the ochigari. Was upper shido, so not too bad of a contest there. Stayed ahead for the most of it. Right, next up against An. And I did say this in my commentary about the day 1 highlights, but a lot of the opponents that Maruyama was facing on the day were left-handed fighters. Basile, Anbo here, KHYAR and Yadov, kind of a mixed approach. But it was kind of difficult for Maruyama to get the uchimata going, just because most of the time, left versus right, he has much more success. So we saw some different techniques. Also the gari, ippon seoi-nage. And then at the end of this contest, I mean, just an incredible sore surikomi goshi. And how about that? And the cool thing about this is An created the space for it. So watch An with the kochigari. He makes the space. And Maruyama uses that space and opportunity to go for the sore. So I thought that was just absolutely beautiful. So the final against Takioka. And Takioka was on absolute fire. He had some really big techniques throughout the day. And I thought it was actually Takioka who was thrown by Maruyama at the Tokyo Grand Slam. But it was actually Hattori. So these two haven't fought on the international scene, and I'm not too sure about domestically. But Takioka, I mean, he's with Takato, he's with Abe in that times. Now, in this contest, I definitely think Maruyama started off the aggressor, had the more attacks. But once it kind of had golden score, I think Takioka started to kind of maybe overwhelm him in the stamina department. Now watch how Takioka absorbs the uchimata here. And this is kind of a glimpse into the end of this fight. Nice tomoe-nage attempt there, but good defense by Takioka. These guys are so gymnastically talented. That was a good uchimata kind of ochigari attempt there. And you can see Takioka now, he's starting to put in lots of attacks. Here's another one. Here's that tani otoshi that he likes to do. And here's a kataguruma, so really putting Maruyama under a lot of pressure. This tomoe-nage variation coming up is what Maruyama threw Abe with many years ago. But Takioka defends it well. And this here, the final sequence. So it's pretty incredible. It just shows, you know, the stamina of these guys to go all the way from round 1, have some hard fights. I mean, it wasn't the flashiest end to a gold medal contest, but still, these two showed us so much throughout the day. So that was Maruyama's performance, guys. What do you think? I think he should stick around continue to show us our judo. He's amazing. See you later.